Hi, this is Diamitra with Predatory Lending, and I am with Vincent from the Primary Lending Group. Vincent, I would like to ask you today if you have any opinions on the fate of the EU, the European currency.
Well, you know what? When I was over in Europe, I was in some of the hash bars, and it seemed to be going pretty good over there. So I think it's going to be all right. I think if people kind of maybe put their money into the hash and the hash proprietors and all that stuff, I think it'll be okay. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you don't believe that the huge dip that happened in the market this week because of the Greek crisis will have any effect on the rest of the world overall?
Well, I think overall it definitely will have an effect, but you know, sometimes people just got to keep working and doing their thing, and starting new businesses, being inventive with what they're doing, and starting up new companies, hiring more people, working more with more people. Sometimes it takes a little going down to rock bottom before you start your way up, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so he's recommending that people pull themselves up by their bootstraps. Do you have any small businesses that you would favor right now for investment?
Well, I would say anything as far as entertainment and advertising is always very well, you know, but you got to be intuitive with it, like your Facebooks, you know, things like that. Like that guy, he's like a billionaire right now. Obviously, everything's going the way of the internet. So, you know, whatever smart things that you can do on the internet and be creative, that's what's going to make you a lot of money.
So the small web businesses that failed in the 90s after suffering inflated stock, you don't see that as a warning for current investment in the internet?
Well, all those small businesses did fail, but you got to look at all the businesses that rose to the top. You know, it's the cream of the crop that rises to the top. You know, and that's who you gotta have the intuition to see which ones are going to be the ones to do it. That is, if you're an investor.
That is correct. There are many small businesses from the 90s that were web-based that ended up being acquired by much larger and richer companies, predatory companies, if you will. So that is very, very good advice. Thank you. That is Vincent recommending that you invest in the entertainment businesses, advertising businesses, and being ingenuitive with web businesses. That's correct, right, Vincent?
That's right. And you know, any kind of invention, obviously everything's going very green. So any green type of based business that's also going to make money at the same time would be a very good investment too.
That is excellent advice. He is saying go green for the future. Thank you very much, Vincent. You have a great day.
All right, you're very welcome.
And this is Diamitra signing off. Hi, this is Diamitra with Predatory Lending, and I'm here with Tinkerbell from the Netherlands Securities. How are you doing today, Tinkerbell?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thank you very much for asking. Now, we had quite a crazy week in the financial sector. Do you have any opinions on what took place this week?
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of talk about a potential big risk in our currency. I don't really foresee it happening, personally. I mean, our currency has dropped in value, especially compared to like the euro here over the past several years. But, sorry.
It's the other way around.
What's that?
Euro's tanking, dollars up.
Euros are down? Are you sure? Positive? Okay.
I lost like $3 grand this week.
Oh no. Okay, well we'll go again. You want to start over?
Sure.
Start over.
Hi, this is Diamitra with Predatory Lending, and I'm here with Tinkerbell from Netherlands Securities. Tinkerbell, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Great, thank you for asking. Now, how do you see the week that... just going to take that question. Do you have any opinions on what occurred in the financial sector this week?
Like I said, like a lot of people are really nervous about our currency failing, you know, having a lot of currency issues. I really don't foresee it happening, at least not here in the near future. Our dollar bill is up, you know, it's up past the euro, so that's good news. And I think we should be more worried about there being no currency whatsoever, and we're just all totally just plastic and credit cards and things of that nature before we should worry about a complete currency failure, which I mean that may be considered a currency failure, who knows, to some people, but we'll see, I guess.
So you don't, you're not worried about Europeans' global currency, if you will, because of what happened in Greece this week?
I mean, the stock market goes up and down all the time. It's a gamble. People know that. People who invest in the stock market know that. And I mean, we've been having a recession here in the US, so it's to be expected. And not only have we been having a recession here in the US, but we've also been having a recession in Europe, and I know like Holland and Germany, all those people have been going through a recession too. France is a big one who's been having a recession, and it's to be expected. Maybe this is actually a good sign and we just don't know it. Maybe the economy is actually stabilizing. I think it could be a sign that the economy is stabilizing.
So what kind of insights would you have for then the future of our finances? You obviously think it's going to stable out. Good thing? Optimistic for the future?
Well, I am an optimist. I'm an optimist myself. Could be a bad thing. I think what we should really invest in, if people who want to invest in the stock market, is invest right here in the United States. Of course, it seems for a financial perspective to invest in third world companies. Those are the companies that are growing, and of course oil companies. But I think for the benefit of the U.S. and the global currency exchange, that you should invest in America. And I think that's, in long-term situation, I think that's going to be the way to go.
That is excellent advice. Now, Tinkerbell, I have one last question.
Yes.
Did you see any fluctuation in the sales of shares for fairy dust and or imagination?
Actually, sales for fairy dust is up here recently. It's quite a good market to invest in. And imagination is at an all-time high. So that's good news too.
Excellent news. Thank you very much, Tinkerbell.
Thank you.
Have a great flight.
Thank you.
This is Diametra signing off. Good, how are you? Oh wait, where's he from?
What bank are you from?
What bank am I from? Bank of the West.
Bank of the U.S. Well, you're Indiana Jones, world famous investor. Just go with that.
All right.
You ready? Hi, this is Diametra with Predatory Lending, and I'm with Indiana Jones, world famous investor. Indiana, do you have any opinions on what took place in the stock market this Thursday?
It's horrible. It's a catastrophe that's going to take a while to recover from.
So you don't believe any short-term solutions are in sight?
Hopefully, as people realize that we are actually okay and that a lot of it was a computer glitch, we will see recovery. Although it could be a little skittish for a while as people try to make sure that things really are secure. I mean, we are in an economy that's it's on edge, and that showed how on edge it was, really.
Now, Indiana, have you lost any faith in the use of computers for pretty much everything that we do, but specifically with financial institutions?
Whether there's computers or people at the wheel, there's going to be mistakes, and it definitely shows that we should have double checks all the way along the way, and that there should be more fail-safes in place. But I think that argument is over a long time ago. We're in the computer age now, and we've just got to make them better.
Oh, fantastic. So you have absolute faith in how things are set up as they are, because it doesn't matter whether they're people or whether it's technology. Is that correct?
Well, no matter what technology you use, there's always people behind it, and they're the ones that make the mistakes. So you can't cut the people out, so you may as well just do what you can with the tools you got, and that's the computers.
True. Okay, Indiana. Now, were you roped into any bad financial investments last week?
I managed to stay clear of most things, so that was good.
So you're not in any imminent danger from what took place last week?
I am relatively free and clear, but as a citizen of our economy, I definitely am sad for all of us in this situation.
All right, well, it's certainly been quite an adventure this week in the financial sector, wouldn't you agree?
Too much of an adventure.
Thank you very much. There you have it from Indiana Jones. Last week was too much of an adventure. If it was too much for him, then I feel sorry for the rest of you. Thank you. Have a great night. Thank you very much.